Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am back with a quilt block. I am going to show you a, simple, not too big quilt block, but then I'm going to show you how I put it together by making 4 of them to make one big quilt block. How I turned each one to make this really super cool diagonal quilt design. Now before I forget, I will have these images at the end of this video, so stick around. You will see the 4 blocks that are identical, but you'll see which way to turn each one, and then you will see them all put together and to make one big block. And that big block, I believe I designed it 3 across by 4 down, and you will see that, just this nice design that happens. Also, before I forget, go follow me on TikTok, all right? Just to that. I have like 137,000 YouTube subscribers and I have like 1,300 TikTok followers. There's something wrong there. Unless you just don't like TikTok, and I get that. Some people don't. I absolutely love it, and I do weird, funny, silly things there. If you feel like going and being curious and snooping around to see what I do. I love to lip sync. I do a few things with my real voice. I love to dance on TikTok. All right, so go check out that stuff. The link is down below in the description box. Tap on the title of this video and that description box will magically open. Here is what you need for the big block. We're going to make 4 identical smaller blocks. This is what you need for that. You need 4 5-inch squares, and I'm not going scrappy. I'm pretending that I'm doing the quilt, the entire quilt all the same. But you can go scrappy. That's one of my rules. Do what you want. And then 4 3.5-inch squares. And then I'm still playing with sizes of mini bricks. I sell bricks that are 4 by 8, and I wanted a mini brick. And I like to keep it on the even numbers because it's easier to cut that way. But these are 2 by 4. You need 8 of each. You need 2 different colors, or again, all scrappy. If you're doing all scrappy, you need 16 of these suckers. If you're doing just 2 different colors, you need 8, and I picked 8 light and 8 medium. And then you need some partial sashing, I'm calling it. You need some 1.5-inch strips. Now, to make the whole block, let's see, the 4 pieces together, 8. You probably need a strip about 25 inches long, but, if you want, you can cut it into like 3.5 by 1.5, but, don't be that particular. Just cut some 1.5-inch strips. I have a couple of them here. And here's how we're going to start this. We're going to make the whole thing all at once, so we can do some chain piecing. We are going to take 2 mini bricks. And in my case, I'm using 2 different colors, so I'm using 1 color of each. It doesn't matter which color goes on top. And I'm going to sew down the long side, 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to send 2 more through. Right sides together. And like I said, it doesn't matter which one is on top. That was super quick and easy. Enjoyed that very much. I did want to mention that I design my quilt blocks because I get asked on Pixel Studio. It's an app. I was able to get that app on my iPad and also on my laptop. So that's where I design the blocks. And then I save it and then I copy and paste that over to Paint, old-fashioned Paint, because I can't find anything else that works like that old Printmaster program that I had 100 years ago. And I slap it on there and then I rotate and I put the blocks together, and that's how I do it. And I just came up with this one this morning, and I just have fun doing that. I really do. Now we're going to just open these up. I'm just going to finger press. I have these all finger pressed. Now we're going to take our strips. I almost went with black, but I ended up going with brown. I'm just going to lay my strip down, and I am going to put these this way. So the brown strip will be going here. I'm going to do 4 with the yellow at the top, and then I will be doing 4 with the brown at the top. So let's do 4 with yellow at the top first. I could actually just put them right here with the yellow up so that I'll remember. And then let's put these 4 with brown at the top. So I'm just laying 1. Yellow is at the top. I'm going to lay the next one down. Yellow at the top. So I was able to do 4 on this strip. Just for those of you who like to know measurements, that strip is 16 inches. So you need 2 16-inch strips to do your 8 total. And again, you could just cut the full width of the fabric. I just happen to have a scrap of brown. So I have 4 all with the yellow at the top, and I did cut another strip for myself. And now I'm going to do brown at the top. Now if you're doing scrappy, like all different colors, doesn't matter which one goes on the top. Now I'm just going to snip between these and finger press each one. And I guess when I was finger pressing, I could have trimmed all these little ends of the strip. And I just do that right here at my machine with a scissors. Here's how the squares get put together. 5-inch and then this, and I have it with the light at the top and that partial sashing to the center. This at the bottom, and then now we need the opposite one here. The light is touching the 5-inch square. The light is touching the 5-inch square. And the brown is here and here. I know you can't really see it. That's why you're going to see an image at the end of this video. So you can put this together any way you want. Obviously, you have to put like, I guess we could put, this like this and this like this, but I want to do chain piecing. So let's just start with this 5-inch square. I want it like this, the light touching the 5-inch square and the brown pointing to me. But then I'm going to have to turn it to sew. So this is what I want. I'm going to make each one that I send through look like that. And if it's not even, like my 5-inch square is a little bit bigger because I must have done some generous seam allowances, I'm going to match the brown to the top of this. I would rather trim on this end. So my brown is at the top. I'm matching that up. I have my 5-inch square and I have my light to the right. I'm going to do the same with the next one. Brown at the top, light to the right. Just going to put these aside. Well, I will use one to make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, now we said this is going to go this way and this way. Though this is going to go up on this now. So let me get this out. I'm going to turn that because I will be sewing this way. How did I start doing that a different way? I did. I don't think it will matter. No, it didn't matter. So it didn't matter if my strip was on the top or the bottom. Phew! We are ready to put together the block. 4 identical blocks. It's going to go like that. My 5" is in this corner, my 3" is in this corner. I'm just going to flip this like this, and so. The phone rang, so I turned the camera off, and then I forgot to turn the camera back on. But all I did was make my 4 identical blocks, and I really love them so much. I'm glad I went with the brown instead of the black. So I'm going to press them all. I'm trying to show this to you in your direction, but I have so much fabric on this table that my space is limited. Here's how I'm laying them out. First of all, I didn't trim these down to size yet. If you have any edges that are really off, you can just make it even, but don't worry about trimming anything yet. In this square, I have the 5" square at the top left. In this square, I have the 5" square at the bottom right. Here, I have the 5" square at the bottom right. And here I have the 5" square at the top left. So you can see that there's some diagonals going on here, and that's what I was going for. And when you see the image at the end of this video, it won't be this fabric, but I just put some solid colors, and you'll see how it works. These partial sashings will not match up. They won't because of the sizing, and that is the way it's supposed to be. So don't think, oh my God, I screwed up. And I kind of like it because it makes like a little step. So please do not think you did that wrong. You didn't. I didn't do it wrong either. That's the way it worked out. And that's the way we went with it. So I really like this. Okay, so let me put this together and then we'll call it a day. But you are more than welcome to change this. You can do the old standby of like the 2 big squares in the center and then the 2 little squares in the center, and then that makes a secondary pattern as you build it. It's all just really, really cool. But oh my God, did I already forget now what I did? Like this and this and this. I see my diagonals. Let me slap that together. This is our finished block. I love it so much. Now it looks funky because it's got this line here and it doesn't have that here, but when you put all the blocks together, you're going to see this pattern continue. So what you're going to do is you're going to make as many blocks like this as you need, and then you will just lay them out all in the same direction. Well, you can turn them if you want to, but you would just put the next one here, and then you would do the same with the next row, all in the same direction, and you'll get this diagonal thing going on. I really like it. See how you can see the little step there? I promise you that's not a mistake. I knew that when I was designing it, that it wasn't going to quite match up, and I was okay with that. So what else did I want to tell you? This was actually, pretty quick to put together. And oh yes, I ended up with a finished size of 15. It came out to about 15.5, which was perfect because it gives us a chance to trim a little bit. So I took about 1/4 inch off each side, made it into a nice big 15" square. So stick around for the slideshow. You'll see the design that I made, and remember, you are free to twist and turn the blocks any way you like. Please subscribe and please go follow me on TikTok. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!